This is just a quick video for the 3303 class that I have adopted, I guess you'd say. I just wanted to introduce myself a little bit and tell you my goals for the class. Obviously, a couple of things happened this semester. Um, we were not expecting the enrollment for this class to be anywhere close to this side. Between the two sections, it's well over 100 students. So that was a bit of a surprise and was a little bit overwhelming. Also, I don't know if you keep track of the schedule, but there was some musical instructors that have to do with administrative issues that were forced on us from upstairs. So I really apologize for getting stuck in the situation that you as students do. Um, I also want to thank everyone. I got some very kind emails from a number of students thanking me for taking the course, and I appreciate that. Rest assured, I'm here to make this as yeah. I don't want to say I don't want to say easy because I do expect you to learn the last four chapters of material and that sort of thing. So, you know, but I do want to make it as enjoyable of the last 4 or 5 weeks as we can. One of the things I'm looking at is the schedule is set up, I think, to finish on December 6th, and yet I think the semester goes on another week. I will look into that and see if there's some online rules that I'm not aware of on that, how it works for the full semester. Um, as far as myself goes, some of you have had me in other classes. I see a number of familiar names. I see some names of people that are currently enrolled in other classes I teach. So some of you know me pretty well. Um, the but for those of you who haven't had me, my name is Wayne Counts. I was actually a undergraduate here. I got my bachelor's degree in finance and got out in the world and found out that tax drove so many things in finance that and a couple other things. I was in financial planning through the 1987 crash, and that was a horrible time. So one of the things I was looking to do was to put a little more stable income in my planning practice. And so one of the things that was being done at that time is still done to an extent, but not as much then, was preparing tax returns for financial planners and stockbrokers and that sort of thing. And so I, I literally took a course out in Venice Beach, California, 2 day course on preparing tax returns, and decided that I think I knew less after that 2 days than I did before. So I said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right. So got a master's in taxation, essentially a master's in taxation. The diploma says master's in accounting, but got a master's in taxation from Texas Tech University, and did well enough that a couple of my professors invited me to stay around and get a PhD, which I was happy to do, and I did. So my degrees are from UTPB, Texas Tech, and Texas Tech. So obviously a West Texas person. Um, and, but I want to, make this as, let's say, maybe meaningful is a good word for these last 4 or 5 weeks that we have together. Been a lot of good suggestions. A couple things. We will do something about the scores on the exams. Two things I'm looking at is, which I think I emailed somebody earlier. Two things I'm looking at is possibly just curb um, the scores. I'll look a little more in depth at that. Um, and then another one to do is my final exam is usually all the multiple choices from the final four chapters, and then I will have problems that are from throughout the book, but I tell everybody the content area, so it won't be a surprise. You won't be studying things that you don't need to for the final. My thought is maybe expand that out of the 30 problems that would be normally, or 30 multiple choice questions that are normally on my final exam, maybe making 12 of those comprehensive, and then replacing 2 of the midterm grades. That would be one, or like I said, just the curve. I'll look at that, weigh that back and forth. My fear of replacing 2 grades is that it essentially that's 3 grades on one exam, and that's kind of brutal. So I want to look at that and make sure that I don't want to disadvantage anyone as we go into this. That's not my point. I will tell you this: a lot of accounting students, cost accounting, managerial accounting isn't their favorite topic in accounting, but particularly in the if you get into the public accounting, the smaller accounting firm, not the big 4 per se, but the regional and the more local accounting firms, the fastest growing area in accounting is client advisory services, and about 80% of that is cost and managerial accounting. So it is a pretty important topic, and if you go into corporate finance, it's essential. So it is an important topic, and so I hope you have a good background in that. Just an update about the Pearson. I've gotten an email back from Pearson, and they were asking for the course code, and of course I don't have access to that. So so we're in process. I suspect this will take a couple of days. They also require a letter from the dean about the replacement of the instructor, and while all that stuff is time consuming, that's just good internal control. So that I actually applaud them in the long run for doing that, even though right now I'd like to hurry up the process a little bit quicker. But I think that's good on their behalf to protect the quality and the things that go on there. So I don't resent them over that aspect of it. So anyway, that's what's going on now. Of course, I think the CPA boot camp is going on as I do this. I hope some of you were able to take advantage of that. Some other questions I had were like, I guess, Ms. Chambers outlined some extra credit you could do, and naturally I will honor anything like that she promised. That and there will be some other extra credit opportunities going forward. So anyway, I want to apologize. My role as the accounting coordinator that you got put into this situation, and then we'll try to make it as good as possible going forward. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. I can tell from the emails that I've received that students are obviously very serious about their grade and their course, and that's to be admired. So good to you. So if you have questions, please let me know. I answered emails pretty much until I went to bed last night, and got up and didn't have too many more after I went to bed. I only had about 3 this morning when I woke up, answered those, and getting a few more as we go along today. But good luck to you, and please, when we're doing homework and stuff, it's not a beat your head against the wall situation. If you try it once, go back, look in the book, try it again, and you don't get the right, don't keep beating your head against the wall. Reach out, ask me a question. That's what I'm here for. We also have 2 great tutors over in the Student Success Center, and I don't know, because there's only 2 and there's a lot of accounting classes. Belinda Wembley and Hadassah Heathcote. are excellent students, and so they can, contact the Success Center and they can help you too. They're very good people, very nice people. So those resources are available to you, and like I said, I'm here. I talked last night with my wife, and it's like, okay, for the next 5 weeks, don't expect me to do much around the house, and that's fine. She understood, and she agrees that it's necessary. So, um, but yeah, so I'm happy to be here. I actually like teaching this class. So probably, let's see, today is Wednesday. Probably tomorrow I will start putting out some homework videos. One of the problems, one of the odd problems is I don't have a book right now. I have the access to an ebook, um, but I don't have the hard copy book, which is so much easier when you're working problems and doing videos on the problems. So um, I gave mine to Miss Chambers, and she's in the Dallas Fort Worth area. So um, I won't be able to get that back for a little while. Anyway, good luck to you. Any questions, reach out. Any problems on homework, that sort of thing, reach out. Um, two of the four chapters, chapters 16 and 17, are really about a lot of it is about a topic that a lot of textbooks call standard costing. They actually break it up into two sections: the direct variances and the indirect variances in this textbook. By the way, the textbook you have is a very good textbook. It's actually one of the standards in cost accounting. It's one a lot of people use. Horngren, um, I think Horngren was actually around when I was um, taking accounting classes, so it's been a standard for a long time. It's a very good textbook. Um, but if there's something you don't understand, please don't hesitate to reach out. Lots of times we can resolve it with an email, but not, I'm not adverse to getting on Teams and having a video chat with you if need be, and try to work through any issues you might be having with a problem. So please feel free to reach out. I'm here for you. I'm here to make this as good as possible going forward. And, you know, the only thing I ask patients for at this time is the Pearson dates and deadlines, because I just simply don't have access to that right now. So everything else I think I have access to, and I'll be putting out a few more details as we go forward. But thank you for being here, and look forward to communicating with you. Bye.